ladies and gentlemen. We're back to fill in some of the gaps from the last episode of the Ribbon Sisters. This one is one you would want to pay strict attention to. Now, we find ourselves back at the point where Daisy has lost her poor sister, Dahlia. Pay attention.
Who could have done this to you, Dahlia? Though your behavior the last couple of years has been less than admirable, this just... My God, this is pure evil. I have lost you, the other half of me. Dahlia, share, I promise I will find who did this to you. I will promise, and they will pay with their life, even at the cost of mine. I love you, Dahlia. I miss you so much.
No one runs this town but me. I get what I want, and I want that club. She will sell or die trying to keep it. Now, James, what I need you to do is go over and keep an eye on things. Let me know how much business she actually has coming and going.
Yeah, boss. I'll get right on it, man. No problem at all.
Wow, can you guys believe this? I mean, who would imagine that we would be doing this?
You got that right, sister. This is a complete dream come true.
If I told you all once, I have told you 1,000 times, we were born for this. Now that it's happening, perhaps you will believe me.
We know, sis. We were born ready.
TK, you are mighty quiet over there.
TK?
Oh no, we have to snap her out of this.
Now you know that is not going to be easy.
Yeah, sis. Since we were little, she has gotten this way when something was amiss.
I know. It just makes me weary as to what it is this time.
TK has a vision. It is not a good vision. Now she knows what must be done, and they must prepare for what is to come. Her insights are keen, and they tell her that they must come back from a point of no return.
Good grief. Will you stop that? You look as if you've seen a ghost. It is not like the three of you are unaware or inexperienced with what goes on sometimes.
Oh, we know what goes on.
But how do we explain it to someone else? They would go back to the olden days and burn us at the stake.
Sis, we are not witches for goodness sake. I consider us blessed to have such gifts.
Oh, okay, oh great one who makes the ground move and shake when she walks, restoring complete balance.
Oh, I know you're not talking old fiery one who can send someone's mind with a single glance.
This is too much. Elyssi, you mean to tell me you downplay who you are? You get upset and the water level rise. Last time you almost drowned us.
Now, to understand anything in life, you must first go back into time. When the Ribbon Sisters were young little girls with ringlets in their hair, one random day in the park with their father, they were told how very special they were, and that they will essentially possess the powers of the elements. He warned them to use these powers very carefully and respect the elements of life. Knowing life would show them what direction they will be headed in, it is essential that they each harness their powers, train and manage their skills to the fullest. One day each of them will need these skills.
I cannot believe you, Jasmine. Your emotions can cause a slight wind to turn into a tornado. Listen, remember the last time we saw Father? I was only 6. Samina, you were 5. I'm sorry, Alyssa, you were 5, and Samina, you were...
I know, I was 7, and Jasmine, you were 8. It was a long time ago, and I remember exactly what he said.
So do I, sis. Having to hear him say that even though we had different mothers, we were indeed the truest of sisters. That it was his blood that bound us, and we had to be ready for what it meant.
Jasmine is the wind, Samina, you are the fire, I am the water, and TK is the earth. He said it would take all 4 elements to overcome and conquer our greatest enemy. Yeah, well, who understood any of that? He just left us with a cryptic word, and that was that. It was strange how he never came back for us. Not even when our mothers passed away. It was indeed a good thing he made sure we all knew about each other.
Yes, and that we eventually found our family.
Preparing for rehearsal, the girls gather their things. TK takes the paper she was writing on. These are the words written upon this scroll. TK places the scroll so that Daisy can find it when the time is right.
A prison of bare walls is not far away. Find the scroll and quickly say the words written to set us free, or Americans forever we will be.
Look here, ladies. That fade costs. And right here, where you start paying, it's sweat. Some of you a little tears. Now let me see y'all work.
good is melody? What good is music if it ain't possessing something sweet? Now it ain't the melody and it ain't the music. There's something else that makes this tune complete. Yes, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Well, it don't
makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just give that rhythm everything you got. Yes, don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
What do you mean, what am I doing?
That is not the move.
It is the move. It's the latest thing that's out now.
Oh, you trying to add this to the routine?
Because it fits, see? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See? I'm telling you, it works.
Yes, it fits, Samina.
No, we are not doing that dance.
Oh yes, we are.
Well, how about this? Why not? Look over here then. Look at this. Look at this.
No, we're going to concentrate and focus on this dance. And Jazz, what are you doing? What is that?
I am the win, aren't I, Samina?
The win?
Yes, I'm the win.
Oh, okay, you're the win. Look, let's concentrate and focus on this right now.
Yeah, I'm concentrating, all right.
We need to add our movements to the routine.
No, we're going to stick with this. And why y'all changing it? And Lissy, you over there doing something too? You too, Lissy?
Oh, come on, sis. We gotta keep it sexy. We gotta keep the moves tight. You know, we gotta do something new to keep them on your feet, right?
Oh, okay.
That's good, Lissy. I like that.
Look, you guys, we all need to focus here.
Who could have done this to you, Dahlia?
Daisy is trying really hard to figure out what has not only happened to the girls, but her sister Dahlia as well. She thinks back to the last conversation they had.
This is unbelievable. Did Mother and Father really think this would be so simple? That we all just live happily ever after? This is the real world, not some fairy tale.
Dahlia, you know they wanted us to be okay after they were gone. It is in good conscience that they arranged things this way, all three of us making equal decisions.
That's easy for you to say, Miss Goody Two-Shoes, the good twin. You've always gotten whatever you asked for. And dear David, he just bobs his head yes as long as it's not interrupting his pursuits. I bet he's off chasing some skirt at this very moment.
Regardless of what David is doing, the goal was and is to keep the money in the family. For now and generations to come. Dahlia.
Oh, and I guess we do that by continuously pumping money into Shay Daisy. Really, sister, that is exactly what I wish to do for the rest of my life. A slave to the club, for the family. What about my dreams? What about the path I choose for myself?
Dahlia, you need to understand, if you allow anyone in on our inheritance, it takes away our control. We have no say in investing in someone else's ventures.
But Daisy...
Dahlia, they will have our money and we will have no voice. Have you forgotten? We are women in the world of men. Most of them would have us barefoot and pregnant, staying home and raising babies. Or worse yet, as women of color, we'd be maids. Our parents have blessed us with options. They did us a great service by leaving the club. They made us businesswomen. Not only do we have standing in society, but it ensures we will never be hungry. I love you with all of my heart, but I have to say no to you on this venture. I am sure David would agree.
Oh, I already know how that will go. Him bobbing his head as long as it's not interrupting his skirt chase race. Well, I tell you this, until the three of us sit down and come to terms, I absolutely refuse to agree with this plan to open the club. Dahlia! No, Daisy, I meant exactly what I said. Get our dear brother David here. Then we can sort this out once and for all. So, you finally decide to make an appearance. Must be some kind of drought. Pray tell, brother dear, what are your thoughts?
I would rather keep things the way they are. But if it's going to cause us to continue to fight, you know, I would gladly just go ahead and split. You know, that way everybody's happy.
David, I agree with you. I too am tired of all of this fighting. Regardless of what I say or do, Dahlia, you never feel is right. Therefore, I have already had our attorney draw up the agreement, which evenly distributes our inheritance. Dahlia, since you have made it quite obvious you want no part in the club, I'm sure you have no objections to my keeping it.
I don't.
David? Well, then it's settled. Please sign here, here, and here, and everyone can have their happy ending and their new beginning.
Miss Daisy, we had the reward posted for the girls, so hopefully someone will come forward.
Thank you. I believe I'll call it an evening. See you tomorrow, Jim.
Now, if you're really curious to how Mr. Big snagged Dahlia, you'd really want to pay close attention right here.
Wow, that car almost ran me down. Hello, young lady.
Maybe instead of watching me, you should watch those cars. Can I help you?
No, but I do believe I can help you.
Oh, and how is that?
I have heard about your family's troubles and...
Wait, how would you know anything about me or my family? It's no business of yours.
Don't be offended, but I have some trusted sources say things are not as great as they may seem. If you allow me, I can help you be the one that comes out on top of this little situation.
I'm listening.
Mr. Big Time goes on to explain about his citywide plans to redo the town, and with her help, she can become richer than she already is. Dahlia invests all her money, leaving her financial fate in the hands of Mr. Big Time. Years go by. Daisy has become successful, and trust turns into bitterness. Dahlia, poor soul, has struggled to regain what she lost giving her inheritances to Mr. Big Time. Numerous times she has tried speaking with him only to have him tell her to be patient. She only becomes more bitter. Yet again, Mr. Big Time sees another opportunity to use Dahlia and convinces her that to be more successful at the completion of his citywide project, to have Daisy sell her club.
When building is complete, the profits from the hotel and casinos alone will put us both at the top of the social and business chain. And as you know, being a woman in this day and age, it is not favored to be a businesswoman. Women such as yourself should be someone's wife or mother. That's according to society, I mean. So what? What we need is for all this to be a success. We need for Daisy to sell her club.
Sell the club? I would have more of a chance of convincing a drunk that water was wine. You are asking for the impossible. That club means everything to her. I just can't.
It won't work any other way. I have put all these new establishments up, and that old club, in the heart of it all, is just bad business. I tell you what, you see what you can do. If you want to see a turnaround on your investment, this is the only way.
Daisy, thank you for coming. Sister, you have to help me.
Bonjour, cher. It's been some time since you've graced me with your presence. How are you? Or should I allow your chic surroundings to tell?
I know, it has been a while.
Yes, about 5 years almost.
Daisy, listen, I did not ask you here to fight. I need you to hear me out. Over the last few years, I've tried to make a real start for myself to fulfill my dreams, but I've been in kind of a rut, and only you can help me.
Oh, how was that, Dahlia? Let me guess. You need money.
Yes, well, no. I know this is the last thing you'd ever expect me to ask for, but this is my only option of getting a return on my investment.
Are you telling me your inheritance is gone?
No, not gone, just tied up. I invested in the citywide restructure.
Dahlia.
Daisy, my money's going to double. And only one thing, one building stands in the way. It's that club, Daisy. You know, it brings the market down considerably. It'll be an eyesore compared to all the new...
Dahlia, you mean to tell me you are involved in this scam? Mr. Big Time has already sent person after person trying to convince me to sell, and now he's using my own sister? I would expect this from him, but how could you be so low? Please inform your lead investigator that my answer is still a solid no. No, absolutely not. Not now, not ever. This illustrious city reform you've invested in is simply the final piece in Mr. Big Time's plans to monopolize the colored community. He wants to control it all. Well, I'll have no part in it. You were never going to get a return on your investment anyway, Dahlia. He used you. Sell my club? After the profits have more than tripled in the last 5 years? No, I don't think so. I am doing well, very well, and I plan on continuing to do so.
If you do not sell, I will be left with nothing. You see how I'm living now.
Come home. You can make a new start. Let him have the money. We can split the profits from the club. Just start over.
No, I knew you would not help me. I knew it. It always has to be your way.
That is not the case at all. I am trying to help you. You just won't allow me to... Dahlia, I suggest you calm yourself. We don't want this to become explosive.
You calm yourself. You have ruined me. You're dead to me, Daisy. Do you hear me? Dead to me. Get out of here. Get out of my house. Get out!
I'm going. But remember, my door is forever open.
Dahlia contemplates her situation. The more she thinks about it, the angrier she becomes. The power she possesses begins to churn all around her, creating a black billowing cloud. It envelops her. She no longer wants to fight the warning she received as a child. To always keep her essence in check, her focus turns to Mr. Big Time as she once again makes her way to see him. Now, it was never supposed to be where anyone knew of her family's gifts. It was unspoken and just was. As a child, she found it fascinating to see her parents use their essence to heal every situation. No one ever knew how things just happened. They were just thankful and called them blessings. And as the years went by, she told no one of her abilities to manipulate her surroundings, the air, the earth, the water, and sometimes even fire. Tonight, all the practice she had done would be targeted in getting her life back. She does not speak as she nears Mr. Big Time, sitting in his desk, looking out of the window. She simply thinks, and he is spun into the air. She holds him there and implants the thought to return her monies and to forget. Now, Dahlia did not want to hurt him. But if he did not concede, she would have no choice.
Oh, little girl, the tricks will not work on me. Let me tell you a story.
What is happening? Let me go! Let me go!
Be silent, or else I'll be forced to make you be silent. Now, as I was saying, let me tell you a story. Years ago, there was a beautiful, respectable woman who fell in love with a man who had only set out to seduce her. You don't mind if I skip a few particulars, do you? Well, in that seduction, she bore a child and was left all alone to fend for herself. She raised that child without ever having any contact with his father. After she died, the child discovered who his father was, but it was too late. This man had married another woman and had other children.
Why are you telling me this? What does this have to do with anything?
You are a simple woman, aren't you? I'm telling you this because I am that child, and that man was none other than David Ribbon Sr.
You lie. My father would never have done such a thing. Never.
Look, I am sorry, sister dear, but it is the truth, and I have no reason to lie to you. I was the first of David Ribbon's children, the one he abandoned, the one who had nothing. After Mother died, I was determined to make it for myself. I never wanted to have to ask him for anything. Besides, you three had it all. I hereby bind you with all my might and all my anger. You will be powerless against my thoughts, and you will do my bidding, little sister.
Miss Daisy, it's been months since the girls went missing, and still no word as to what happened to them.
I know, Jim, but I cannot lose hope of someone coming forward. There has to be an answer. There just has to be.
I know you want that, Miss Daisy, but outside of them just flat out disappearing like that, business has come to a straight up halt. None of the other entertainment seems to hold their attention, Miss Daisy. What will you do, Miss Daisy?
I do not know, Jim. I truly don't. But I know I will find them. I will find my girls.
Oh my God! We have been down here for days. Doesn't anyone know we are here? Can they not hear us?
I have been yelling for help, and no one seems to be able to.
Well, I'm not going to stay down here another day.
Stop. Listen. Focus, you guys. We have to do this together.
Do what exactly?
We have to channel our energies to the one person we are truly connected to. I figure if we all focus together, she is bound to hear us.
You mean Daisy? You think she can hear us?
Yes. Yes, I do. Before the last practice was over, I left something for her so when this moment came, she would be the one to help us. You all have to say this with me.
Underneath the fitness stand, TK, illustrate, jazz, and sand. A spoiled life was commanded, traps, spellbound, sunlight. Our present real world is not far away. Find the scroll, quickly says. The words written to set us free. For Americans forever, breathing stand. TK, illustrate, jazz, and sand. A spoiled life was commanded, traps, spellbound, sunlight. Our present real world is not far away. Find the scroll, quickly says. The words written to set us free. For Americans forever, breathing.
Okay, this is so not working. TK, if you left something for her, shouldn't she have found it by now? I know before we left that rehearsal you were zoned out. This is what you saw, isn't it? Yes, this is what I saw. This had to happen. We had to be here in order to save a generation to come. We have to get to a place that will not be of our time.
Underneath, we fade the sand, TK, illustrate, jazz, and sand. This whole life is commandments, trapped,
What is that?
Find the scroll, quickly says, the words written to set us free, or Americans forever, breathing the sand, TK, illustrate, jazz, and sand. This whole life is commandments, trapped, spellbound, unaware. Our present real world is not far away. Find the scroll, quickly says, the words written to set us free, or Americans forever, breathing.
Oh my lord! Girls, is that really you?
I'm surprised at how long it took you to find them, sister dear.
Mr. Big Time, I should have known you had something to do with this.
No need for a long, sweet sister dear.
Just stop with the familiarities. I am no sister of yours.
You would be unaware of the obvious. So caught up in keeping Dad's business going, you didn't even notice what is apparent. Right before your eyes I came in. No need to keep up pretenses. I would say, I guess you are as simple as your twin. I will say it was difficult keeping those girls quiet though. I did not factor in being heard this way. Ah, but that's right. David's daughters. They too must be enchanted.
What? How do you...
How do I know about that? Well, sister dear, one would have to be enchanted as well to know of such things, right?
What would you know of my twin or my father?
I would know that she was easy to get to, being that things were not going so well with the way father left things. I would also know she was easy to get rid of. That is after I had her do some things for me. Like those mannequins over there.
I am not as delicate as the name I bear. I am also not the shallow little woman you wish me to be at this moment.
Weeks before Daisy and David came together to try and protect Dahlia as much as they could, once they knew that she had given away her inheritance to Mr. Big Time, they did their own investigation and found out just who he was. They did not have concrete proof as to what happened to Dahlia until this very moment. He had used her to do an evil thing, and the sorrow they both felt for not being able to do something sooner would haunt them forever. Although they were surprised to find out that they had another sibling, information provided from attorneys also shed light on the fact that David Ribbon Sr. had no idea he had another son.
My. Looks like we have a regular family reunion going on here. Well, come on, brother and sister dear. Let's get this party started.
As for the siblings, using their gifts on each other was forbidden. they would all be consumed in the power, and each of them forced to perish into the light, even Daisy, by her own hands.
Okay. Anybody else got any bright ideas now?